Hey everyone, my name is Ratul, and today we are talking about Google AI Studio. So I'm purposely going into this blind. I just got onto the website, because I just want to see what's available here and what we can do. So let's see. So there's a chat prompt. So this is just a normal chatbot, with Gemini right here. A stream button. Talk to Gemini live. Okay, I could use my voice, a webcam, or even share my screen. Okay. I don't know if that's something I could do right now, but that's very interesting. This video generation, generate videos with the VO. Okay, so animate an image, create a video with an image, cute creature with snow leopard-like fur walking in a winter forest. Create a video of hands quickly. Okay, it's kind of cut off. Grant device access. Drive access to required to store generated videos. Please allow access before continuing. Okay. Then starter apps, spatial understanding. Upload a photo and combine 2D or 3D spatial analysis with reasoning. Ask Gemini to give you the locations of objects, text, and more. Video analyzer, an interactive video player that lets you summarize, describe scenes, extract text. Let me just zoom into this a bit more. Extract text, search for objects, and more. And maps or explore places in the world using Gemini and the Google Maps API. Okay. This has a lot more than I thought it was going to be. Let me enable drive access for it. Alright. Let's try out the chat first. Um I don't know, let's try something simple. Generate SQL statements slash code to pull sales data that is it's grouped by region and month, I guess. Expand to view model thoughts. Oh, okay. This does it. So it's a reasoning model by default. Is there a way to turn that off? I think there is. Okay, so I have a limited token count right here. That took 1,500 tokens. I'm not sure if this token count refreshes ever or if that's just my lifetime token count. It might be my lifetime. Okay, so let's see what it generated. So scenario one, region name is direct. Okay, it gave me different scenarios depending on how it is. So I provide a few variations depending on the specific database and data structure. Yep. Okay, that's solid. You have a table named sales or similar like transactions or orders. This table contains at least 3 columns: region, sale day, and sale amount. So scenario one is if the region name is directly in the sales table, and it gives us the SQL code for that. Then scenario two is if region ID is in the sales table, and then region name is in the regions table. So if they're in a separate table, then you need to join the tables, is what it says. Okay. So it gave me two scenarios, and then it said at the end what key concepts it used. So I used select from join where, date functions, so format, all that. Then I used uh, sum, count, group by, and then order by. Okay. I thought that was a really solid response. So you could see what I was thinking when I was generating the response. Then it gave me two different scenarios depending on what my needs, and it might be different. And then it gave me a summary of the key concepts that it used and where it used it. Okay. So I could change the temperature, which makes it more sporadic. So it could have more creativity, or if I wanted to be more precise, I could change the temperature for that as well. So then I could put a structured in output. I don't necessarily know what that means, but code execution. Let's Gemini use code to solve complex tasks. Okay. Function calling and then grounding with Google search. So let's say use Google search. Okay. Safety settings. Oh, I did not realize they let this. So this is using Gemini, but unlike their standalone Gemini version, it seems that they let you take off the safety filters. So by default, they're off. Yeah, okay. Because Gemini, if you try to ever use it, I've actually only used I think once. But Gemini has a lot of safety filters in it by default. But here it seems to be using a similarly I don't know if 2.5 Pro is their newest version. I think it might be. But it uses 2.5 Pro and you can have no safety filters on it. Also, I see that I see my bad. I can see that uh the price for each like for a certain amount of tokens. Okay. API pricing per 1 million tokens, UI remains free of charge and is best for coding, reasoning, and multimodal understanding. And the use case is reason over complex problems, tackle difficult code, math and STEM problems, and use the long context for analyzing large data sets, code bases, or documents. Latency. So that. Date rate. The rate limits is 150 RPM, and you get 5 RPM or 25 requests per day. Okay. And its knowledge cutoff is January 2025. So anything that happened after that point, it has no idea about. Okay. Let's try its stream. So talk to Gemini Live. So let me use my mic. Hey Gemini, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. How have you been today? Let's talk more about you a bit. How are you up to projects if you're in AI? Can you recite me the Star Spangled Banner? Um, let's say the first 10 verses. Oh, that's my bad. I didn't know that it only had two verses. Yeah, whatever you feel is good. I enjoyed this conversation, Gemini. That'll be it for me. I thought that was really good. And then you could go back on whatever. Yeah, you could go back through the conversation. I could change the voice if I want to. Disconnect the stream first. How do I? Let's just clear the chat. Okay. So then if I want to try a different voice, okay. One nitpick, I wish we could just hear the voice before, like a test. Output format, audio and text, or just straight up text. There's the media resolution, just to see how much tokens it uses. Um, and then everything else, the session context. So the maximum context for now is 25,600. All right, so if I were to set this lower, and if I had a long conversation with Gemini, then maybe it's time to forget some stuff we talked about at the beginning of the conversation. So let's start. Let's try out video generation. So, what should I search up? Okay. So create a video about a fantasy or about a video game set in a fantasy world with dragons and monsters. So nothing specific, too specific, but let's create the video and see what it gives me. So I see that I can set it to make multiple results. So then I could choose the one I like the most. I can make it, it gives us two aspect ratio options, so 16 by 9, default 1920 by 1080, or 1440p, etc. aspect ratio, or we could have a vertical one where it's 9 by 16. So either for PC usage with the 16 by 9 ratio, or for mobile usage with the 9 by 16 ratio. So this is running for quite a while. I don't know how long it'll take. Hopefully we can get a result. Okay. Okay, it got me a video. Let's see this. I don't know why I expect a sound. It's this is okay. I see. I was about to say this looks a bit low quality to me, but that's because it's limited to 24 FPS 720p. I see. Okay. So here we have an AI generated video. This is my first time ever doing such a thing. Kind of reminds me a bit of Shang-Chi in a more, I don't know, video gaming setting. And the dragons do look a bit odd to me. Like, yeah, those dragons do look a bit odd to me. But okay, that's cool. I don't know how I feel about that, but I thought it was pretty good video generation. It's definitely. I would have liked to see it in higher resolution. I think that would have blown me away more. All right, let's see what more capabilities it has. So I want to try out the map explorer. So take me somewhere. Okay. System instructions: act as a helpful global travel agent with a deep fascination for the world. Your role is to recommend a place on the map. That okay. So that's the instruction that the system gives. I'm surprised they just straight up tell us that. That's nice. So type something. Take me to somewhere oriental. Let's travel far east to a mysterious and beautiful location. I recommend visiting the Hanging Coffins at Sagada in the Philippines, a unique burial custom reflecting ancestral beliefs. Is it possible to go any closer to this? So, oh, okay, go. That's weird. Use control zoom to okay zoom on the map. I'm assuming there's no such thing as street view like there is in. Okay, so it's the closest I think I'm gonna get. Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, so this one, okay, so it saw me as a recommend here in this case. What else can it do? Do you know a place in the world? Do you know where in the world the Burj Khalifa is located? Look in Dubai, United States. Take me to the Burj Khalifa. And that's a recommend place, and it takes me straight to the Burj Khalifa. Okay, that's pretty cool. I would tell it some more specific things like take me to the nearest like blank store near me, but I don't wanna dox myself like that. Um, well, I think I've seen quite a few things from Google AI Studio. I thought that was really cool. This is giving me a new insight on all the new tech that's floating around, what's possible right now, and yeah. That's it for me though. I'll see you guys later.